Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hashtag Health, Wealth, Life, Day 30. Day 30. How are your New Year's resolutions going, if you made one? How are your goals going for the year, if you made any? Let me know. Are you sticking to them? Did you have a body goal? How are you doing? Let me go. Tara, how are you doing? Happy day to you. Did you set any goals for the year? Are you still hurtling towards achieving them? Rosella, good evening. I was with your man some of the day. So how are your goals, first of all? How are we doing? What's going on? There's been a spanner in the works in my plan for the year. Who knows? It could be a blessing in disguise, as I thought about, and I'm choosing to look at it that way. But today I was disorientated, and more so than I can remember since I can remember. Absolutely crazy what went on. If you've been watching the videos the last few days, my gym died. My gym closed down, and a few of us are now refugees roaming the land, and we seem to have found a new home. It appears it's a good home, and hope it turns out amazingly. Obviously, Sarah, good evening. One sec. It's still pounding me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we seem to have found a new home, I think, but so disorientated today. So 17 years at my past gym. Anna, I think I saw you just pop up. It didn't show me you joined, but I think that was you. How are you? There's so many people I'm having a conversation with. It's weird. It's just one of the strangest things that's ever happened to me, because it was so out the blue. If we had some time to plan for it, maybe it would be different. But it was just, the ground was whipped from under us, and it's left me personally feeling really disoriented today. I had trouble focusing when I was training clients. I had to keep bringing myself back in, because I was just, dozing off, like not dozing off sleep, but just kind of in a daze. It's such a weird experience. This is the first time it's happened. I've not gone through this before, so it's a new space, and we don't know where it's heading. Hi, Anna. Yes, it is you. Hope you had a good day. So what is that, and what can we do about it? What have I learned today? What am I sharing today? The only thing is, remember I did a video a few days ago where I said sometimes all we have is faith. So Irina, happy to have you in the house. So we have this faith, and you have to faith it till you make it. It's a little bit of that going on. We need some skills, but you need some faith, because we're in the dark, really. We don't know what next week holds, particularly when you feel so settled, and you've been in a place for so long that you feel so settled. It's home from home, and then it's gone, and you think, well, if that can happen once, obviously potentially it could happen again. So we don't know what the future holds. We're going to make the most of it, I'm sure. But a few of us talking today, and how strange it feels and disorientated we are. And all I could focus on, I was talking with Gillian, and I said, all I can keep thinking about today is this sentence, and I'll give it to you. I'll read it out. I've written it in the text to this video, so if you want to copy it and write it on your phone, or put it on a piece of paper somewhere so you can see it a few times a day, it's useful to pick up and put it in your mind for a while. So here it is. I'll read it out to you. Remember, no matter what the difficulty is, no matter where it is, no matter who is affected, you have no patient but yourself. You have nothing to do but to convince yourself of the truth which you desire to see manifested. So when really unaware, I feel like at the moment a lack of control, because things have changed without me choosing how they're going to change. And I'm left in a space where, whoa, what's next? What's happening next? Val, welcome to the party. The Health, Wealth, Life party. So I'm left with, what the hell is going to happen next? No, don't know. So the only way we can combat that, in my opinion, a little tip, is to have this focus on ourselves and what we're projecting in our mind. Are we projecting fear into the future, or are we projecting positivity and looking at things with excitement? So rather than fear, we turn that into excitement. So one way to do that is you're feeling fear what it is you've stopped breathing deeply. Start breathing deeply into that fear and it starts to become excitement. And then how about having that as a tool in your toolbox, a skill set? So, every time you feel fear, every time you come up to something fearful, maybe public speaking is one of the biggest fears for most people, for a lot of people around the world, is breathe into it, breathe deeply and smoothly into it, and it turns into excitement. Now, what you was fearing, you're quite excited about. It takes a little practice, but you can do it. And that's one of the reasons why I think exercise is so good as well, because it forces us to breathe deeper for longer periods of time, which can bring about excitement, which can bring oxygen around the body and all the other positive stuff that goes with it. Noz, happy day. Hope you had a good one. Turn your fears into activation energy. So yeah, turn your fears into excitement. So, and one way to do that is I focus on that sentence. So I'm going to say it again, just so you can get it in your mind, repeat it, copy it off the notes that I've written and write it down, write it out a couple of times, just have it mull over your mind, particularly if you're going through something challenging, something similar to my lifestyle at the moment. It's a big shift. It's a big change. And if I'd been planning for it, as I say, maybe it would be a little bit softer and a little bit easier, but this wasn't planned. It was just one day to the next. Saw you Wednesday, next day, everything's gone. Gym is dead. So have this as your fixed thought. Remember, no matter what the difficulty is, no matter where it is, no matter who is affected, you have no patient but yourself. You have nothing to do but to convince yourself of the truth which you desire to see manifested. Think about that. Thoughts are things. So Tara, you said it's time to shine. As well, and it first hurt and sad because it was unexpected, but it's been the biggest blessing. I was ready for a new chapter. So yeah, similar experience, Tara. You said I was taking the words out your mouth. You must be thinking, geez, we're on a similar path here. I know you said that a few days before what happened with my gym. So again, we're having a similar experience. So we're intertwining somehow. So this goes back to, past that sentence goes back to some of the other videos I've recorded so far this year, those little trainings and those little nuggets of information that have helped me and I've shared with you, and hopefully they've helped you and someone else you've shared it with. So if you like anything I've said, thumbs up and give me a share. Sharing is caring. I always have to say that, remind you. You can share while you're watching, or you can share if you're watching as a recording. So what this goes back to is, Peds, how are you, mate? Good to see you again. Glad you're in the house. We went through a similar experience, Peds. I said this the other day when you joined on, and I think maybe you've seen the video the other day, but the gym's gone. Let's have a chat. If you're around tomorrow, give me a call. Let's arrange that. So it goes back to vision and having a constant state of abundance. So instead of thinking, everything's over, start thinking, what's this hold? What's the opportunity in this? I had a couple of really good meetings today, and great back in the room. So I got a call, had a couple of meetings and conversations with people today. It was amazing, which hold a lot of potential, but nothing is for real until it actually happens, So potential is there, which is good, and I'll focus on that and keep excited about it by breathing into it as much as possible and enjoying it, and focusing on my constant state of abundance and my vision and the sentence that I've given you today. So who knows? Who knows what tomorrow holds? I don't think you do. Maybe Mystic Meg does, or some psychic around the world. Maybe they do. My gym died, and we've got to deal with it. There's a few of us in the same boat, which softens the blow a little bit, because we're all in the same boat and feeling the same way, similar ways, and lots of the members coming in and joining us at our new place. So that makes it even nicer, because there's familiar faces and we all know each other. Jimmy Boy and Virginie, nice to see you. Maybe one in Paris and one in Toronto. Or maybe you're both home. I'm not sure. Jim, I know you're in Toronto. Zelly, good to see you in the house. Pez, let's talk tomorrow. Definitely, let's do that. So, yeah, just recapping. I was very disoriented today in the new place, all day in the new gym, and struggled to concentrate for moments of the day, and just had to keep that sentence in my mind that I'm the only patient I need to deal with. I need to focus on that. Yeah, Gym closed down, basically, whipped out. We'll catch up tomorrow and we'll just pop back and view some of the other videos quickly. I tell the story over the last 2-3 days. Happened last Thursday. Unbelievable. We don't know what the future holds. So we carry on, we crack on, we make it as positive as possible, and we stay on track to the goals we set and the visions we set. But I still have the same vision. There's people, 100,000 people is the goal. 100,000 people like-minded who want health, wealth, life. Healthy, wealthy in every way. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. And little tips and tricks every day that we can share with each other, insights, learning from each other, learning with each other, learning from each other's mistakes as well as our own, learning from our own lessons and everyone else's lessons, so we can speed up the progress towards our goals even quicker. So that's the aim of the game. That's the vision I have, and a healthy community really supporting each other and driving each other forward, onwards and upwards, no matter what's happening, because we'll be thrown these curveballs, we'll be thrown these challenges in our life. And today I probably could have said, oh, I'll skip the video today, but no, I'm committed to doing one every day, and we'll see what that holds. Maybe I'll have a cold, maybe I'll get flu at some point, who knows? But I'm committed to doing one a day, and to go throughout the whole year and just give some insight, or an insight every single day of what happened to me in that day, and what I learned, and how I brought the best out of myself. And share with me what's happened to you today. Send me a message. Let's have a chat. Let's keep the conversations going. I'm having some great conversations with people. I'm really enjoying this, and lots of people telling me they're enjoying the videos. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Give me a share. Someone you know who I don't might like the message within this video. So sharing is caring. Happy days, guys. So who knows what tomorrow holds? Disorientated or not, I'll breathe into it and keep my vision of where we're going. Have an amazing evening, and remember, happiness is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's go get some health, wealth. Let's take the world with us. Take care of yourself and everyone around you. And I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Take care.